NBA Straya, how are you going? Hey, going? You're right, you should be. Or is that, Jim? Well, it's Thursday/Friday. The week's done. Come on, pack her up. Tools down. Who cares? It's the weekend. The NBA is absolutely flying. We've got 11 games to cover in today's show, but this is NBA Straya. It's Thursday, November 6th, probably Friday, November 7th by the time you hear it. I'm your host, James Clements, here in Larry Armour Studios. Today, more injuries. Hey, Dallas are a rabble. That's pretty funny. OKC copped their first loss of the season. Brooklyn copped their first win of the season. Isn't that fun? We'll do the Week 3 power rankings. That'll be good. We'll wrap up all 11 of those games pretty quickly. Give out some awards for today. That's on the knife. Old mate, no mate, Spud of the night, better than Lonzo, Ball of the year, Nas. The Unpopular Opinion of the day and Outback Takehouse are all there too, as well as an Andrew Gay's Great MAMBA Award and a Shane Heel Shoot Your Shot, Light 'em Up Award, because why not? Then we'll pick and preview tomorrow's single game and then talk out the NBA Cup games happening Saturday. So lots to get into. Let's do it. Episode 1316 of NBA Straya. Let's go!
This is Josh Giddey.
G'day, this is Andrew Gay.
This is Jack White.
This is Joe Ingles.
This is Dyson Daniels.
This is Chris Anstey.
This is Matthew Delvedova.
This is Shane Heel.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening and watching NBA Straya.
This is NBA Australia. Let's do it.
Watch out for the Shaq attack.
You better watch out for the Russell Westbrook attack if you're the Golden State Warriors. How good was that? But most of all, you should watch out for the attack of the NBA is back. What an awesome day of hoops that was. I said it on this morning's coffee run video, NBA coffee run. If you haven't watched that, what are you doing? Get around it on the socials. It's right there. Just the vibes today. 11 games, and it was just chaos from start to finish, literally to the very last bit. The Spurs nearly snuck out a crazy putback win and had free throws to tie it up and cooked it. But anyway, we'll get into that in a second. Let's start with the daily. Oh, is it a whipper out as a gym? Yes. Hey, Walker Kessler. This sucks. The Utah Jazz, it's a soft J, lose their big man, done for the season. He's having surgery in his torn labrum, which is just brutal. It felt like the Jazz were going to play this weird sort of floating spoiler role with Markkanen, Kessler, Keontae George coming along. And now, without Kessler, you're like, man, this is a lot of Kyle Filipowski. You know? So that sort of sucks. Anyway, hopefully the big fella comes back. This is just some good tanking territory if you're the Jazz. Ship off Markkanen. Off you go. Some good news. Ant-Man came back. That was cool. He wasn't that great. I mean, against the Knicks, but still. He had 15 in 29 minutes, I reckon. Not bad. Darius Rucker, Judy Garland came back as well for the Cavs. Leave that. Love that. Leave that. Love it.
Cleveland!
Damn straight. That's just nice. I just like him playing basketball. And everybody set out Warriors Kings that was important. Basically, no Steph Curry, no Jimmy Butler, no the Souvlaki King, Domantas Sabonis, no Zachary Levine. That's right. Kind of weird. This is the Russell Westbrook show now. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. And it rocked. What a great game that was. The other little bit was that LeBron is looking at resuming 5-on-5 activities with his sciatica. Sciatica. Jimmy, are you just doing sciatica to the tune of Panama by Van Halen? Yes. All right, let's do some game raps. All right, we fly through these now. 11 games today. It was chaos. Philly could not hang with Cleveland because Donny Mitchell put a massive 46 on him. He was awesome. Cavs too big, too good. Philly on a back-to-back. You get that on the big jobs, don't you? Philly is still 5-3. Cavs 5-3. The Jazz fell short against the Pistons, 114-103. Shvee. What about Shvee? He had 28. Jalen Duren was 22 and 22. Cade was awesome again. Pistons are 6-2, looking good. Yaz dropped to 3-5. The Nets got their first win of the season, 112-103 over the poor Pacers. I think I tweeted out, just look at the Pacers roster. Like, that's how Brooklyn got their first win, right? They literally have, so of the finals team from last year, 4 dudes, one of which is Tony Bradley. The other one is Ben Shepherd. So they've got 2 starters remaining from last year's finals team. at the moment. It's Pascal Siakam and Aaron Naismith, and that is it. Even Johnny Furphy, who got in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, you might remember, he's out too with an ankle, which sucks. So, yeah, good job the Nets, I guess. Amazingly enough, Cam Thomas went out of this one in 6 minutes, and the Nets won. Coincidence? Correlation? You be the judge. It's definitely correlation. Washington got smashed. They got straight killed by Boston.
He got straight killed.
136-107. Yeah, it was a laugher. Jaylen Brown had 35 points in like 25 minutes. It was sick. And his hair rubbed off on somebody again. The Knicks did smash Minnesota in the end. A bit of cat revenge. And a bit of Julius Randle. Julius. And his mate Dante DiVincenzo. They go to Mamdani's New York. And everything's cool. And they're just like, not for me. And they get smashed. Cat had 15 and 10. 2 blocks. Randle and Dante had 32 and 21. But yeah, the Wolves just all out of sorts. Wait for the power rankings. The Randle and Naz minutes, particularly for the defense, are just abysmal. Today, they had 158.6 of a defensive rating in 14 and a half minutes that they played. That is disastrous. What are they doing? Anyway, that leaves the Wolves at 4-4, and it feels like they're lucky to be that. The Knicks are up to 5-3. Houston smashed the Grizzlies 124-109. Amen Thompson, absolutely ascendant star, 28, 10 and 7. Ja managed 17 points, just wasn't very good. Rockets absolutely flying. They started 0-2, they're now 5-2. I'm no math magician, but that probably means they've won 5 on the trot. Grizzlies 3-6 and spiraling. Pelicans, that's right, the Pelicans beat the Mavericks. That's right, no Zion. So if you were watching yesterday's rap show, the best and worst of the NBA each day, it's up on YouTube. I'm thinking I'll put the video on Spotify as well. That's a thing you can do. I might do that too. So if you've got Spotify, you'll see that in the feed. No Zion. Apparently no worries. They're now 2-6. They outlast the Mavs, who are an absolute train wreck. Cooper Flagg was good. Had a sick dunk. But wow, they demote Klay Thompson to the bench and they still got smashed. Mavs at 2-6. Defense wins championship. Shut up, Nico, you idiot. Bash him down back into the corner. The Heat fell short against the Nugs, 122-112. The Nugs are 5-2, just steamrolling teams. They just kept them at arm's length the entire second half. It was crazy good stuff from the Nugs. Just put one on them early and just sort of cruise. A couple of little moments of the Nugs, but Wiggins 22. Jokic, I'll talk about him in a second. Absurd stuff. We had the Warriors Kings. Kings win that 121. Fires a laser! 3-5. Warriors 116. They just couldn't hang. Kuminga, Will Richard, he had 30. That was unreal. Yeah, Warriors without Steph and Jimmy, it was just a bit rough, wasn't it? They're 5-4. And yeah, I don't know. Just something feels a bit janky with that team, doesn't it? The Blazers beat the Thunder. The Thunder dropped to 8-1. The last unbeaten team has been beaten, folks. 5-3 now for the Blazers. This was a great game. Denny Avdija started off absolutely horrible. He's like 0-5, 0-6. Ends up with 26, 10, and 9. Hits a million free throws. SGA drops in 35. They basically have a chance to tie this at the buzzer after the tip back down 3. Isaiah Joe gets fouled in the act. My league pass cuts out. By the time I got it back up, they've decided that his foot was on the line, which it was, and he's missed one of the free throws and hits the and you're like, oh god. So they lose. You just can't kill them dead. OKC, it's absolutely crazy. And finally, the Lakers outlast the Spurs. The last couple of minutes of this took for a million years. 118-116 because Marcus Smart let the Spurs come back into this. Wemby fouled out. Doncic was incredible, 35, 9, and 13, because that's just what he does. Lakers have now won 5 on the trot. They're 7-2. The Spurs 5-2. It was just such a weird, crazy ending where Smart is inbounding the ball with like 1.6 seconds left, 1.2 seconds left, whatever, but steps on the line as he's inbounding it, gives them the ball back. They then, run a play. There's a foul, and there's another, and you're like, what are you idiots doing? My God. But then Justin Champagny misses the first free throw to tie it up. So they lose by 2 as he purposefully misses the second one. They nearly get the tip back in again. It was absolutely chaos. Spurs can't kill them dead either. Let's do an NBA Straya Pro performance of the night.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
That's a knife. Donny Mitchell, 46, 4 and 8. Tore the heart out of the Sixers early. Kept curb stomping him as well. They just couldn't quite keep up on a back-to-back. 35, 5 and 5 for Jaylen Brown in 25 minutes. As I mentioned, he shot 13 and 21, 2 of 4 from 3 as they put the hurt on that horrible Wizards team. Jalen Durant had the 22 and 22. That was really good stuff. But come on, man. I mean, Luka, the 35, 9 and 13. My favorite, though, has got to be Jokic is stupid. 33 points, 15 rebounds, 16 assists, and 3 steals. He hasn't lost to Miami in the regular season since August 2020. That's just insane. Jokic is off his head. But then his former teammate as well. I love this. I think I tweeted out, I want Russell Westbrook in the NBA forever. 23, 16, and 10. His 204th career triple-double. Just insane stuff. Finding Dennis Schroeder, who went absolutely off his head in the fourth quarter. They get a huge win over the Warriors. The Kings have looked so bad. You take away Sabonis and Levine from this team. Suddenly it's Dennis Schroeder and Russell Westbrook. You might remember them from the olden days. And bang, both a couple of OKC point guards, just saying. They came back and beat the Warriors. That's just absolutely incredible. Rusty, amazing. Jokic, incredible. Luka, unreal. Denny, 26, 10 and 9. Absolutely awesome day of hoops. But what about the Spuds?
Spud, 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 it is Spud of the night.
Oh boy, how about them Spuds? We had a few Spuds today. I mean, Marcus Smart right at the end. He's going to pop up again in a second. But gee willikers, mister. If you look at a couple of them, you had just for today, Bilal Coulibaly goes 0 of 5. Igor Demon, 0 of 6. You don't really want to dunk on the young fellas too much because I think VJ Edgecombe went 3 of 14 as well. The 0 of 5 for Coulibaly was pretty rough. I'll tell you. 0 of 4 for Jaden Hardy. Yeah, not helping anybody out there in Dallas. 0 of 4 for Keisha Johnson. Did not know he existed. He's on Miami. 0 of 5 for Q Post. Not great. The 1 of 10, though, for CJ McCollum was the one that really stood out to me. It's like, you're meant to be helping. That's not helping, CJ. He's like, my role is like the thunderheaded vice president of the Players Association is taking up too much of my time. I'm not a lawyer. No, duh. KCP, Sam Hauser, and Zaire Williams all went 1 of 8. Some pretty brutal stuff. 6 of 19 for Ja Morant. As I mentioned, what did he have? 17 points. It was, not a great Ja game, I tell you. He's come back. He's a changed man. No, he's not. But I would very much like to thank our very close, dear friends. What did they do? It was Darius Garland and your mans, Jarris Walker. They went and shot. Oh, yeah. Oh, chill. They shot 311. Love that. Love a good 311. Just check to see if anybody else did it on the threes. No, but I think we had some. Yeah, was it Larry Markin went 3 of 12 from downtown, which is just. What are you doing, Larry? What are you doing? Who's old mate, no mates? Oh, yes.
Old mate, no mates.
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 Who's got no mates today? Well, Jaylen Brown's hairline, again, it got another victim. Whatever shit he's putting in his hair, it got another dude's jersey. Anytime, and this was kind of funny because I'm pretty sure the Wizards joked about this last week, and guess what happened? Yes, some of his hair rubbed off onto Keyshawn George. Keyshawn George was punking him for. He's like looking at it and go, oh, guys, Jaylen Brown's hair is on my jersey. And then Jaylen Brown, to his credit, old mate, no mates. Look, this is a great save. He reposted the video and said, man, AI is getting out of control. I'll fucking rate that. Old mate, no mates, Marcus Smart and his foot violation at the very end of that game. That's an old mate, no mates if they lose. Like getting back onto that bus going, how the fuck did we lose that game, Marcus? But then also Jake LaRavia in the foul, or at least letting, Champagne get on the inside from a curl and just like keep them on the outside. Don't let them go at the bucket. That's the thing that can hurt you, and fouling him in the process. Like, it was just... But then, obviously, old mate, no mates is probably Champagne, who's then... I was saying Champagne. He's the one who actually missed the fucking free throw that would have tied the game. So, that is probably a tough one, getting back on that bus in LA, going to the hotel. So, hey, we're all going to go out to party. Not you, Justin. You can fucking sit down, think about what you've done, and tomorrow practice your fucking free throws. That's an old mate, no mates right there, I'll tell you. Pantsing of the night.
Fatty, fat.
J. Will blocking the absolute bejesus out of the big fella, Donovan Clingan, under the bucket in that OKC Portland game was very fun. You had Bronny just absolutely getting yammed on by Wemby. Like, what are you doing, kid? Don't do that. Are you, like, as soon as this was happening, though, I'm just like, do you think LeBron's just calling in a hit now? Wemby better be looking over his shoulder. He did train with those Shaolin monks in the offseason, though, Wemby. He might be able to, he's like fucking John Wick, but 7'40" in French. But the best one today was obviously Carlo Matkovic, who was on yesterday's one. So if you haven't watched that, it's on the YouTube. Carlo Air Matkovic had two fucking awesome, sick dunks yesterday. It was gnarly. It's like, we don't need Zion. We've got Zion at home, and there's a grinning Carlo Matkovic. Hello. He got absolutely fucking smoked by Cooper Flagg, like to the point where he went sideways in the air. Like, talk about highs and lows of pantsing. Like yesterday, you're yamming on motherfuckers. Today, you're getting yammed on by an 18-year-old kid, and a white kid at that. You got to change your name, like Carlo Jokic or something. Better than Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo was the best player in high school. He was the best player in college. You think he'll get to the pros and be like, I made it to the pros, now I can be average. We're coming for everybody.
Coming for everybody. That would be, there's a combination. I mean, we had Will Richard? That's his name, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I was saying it right. Yeah, Will Richard. He had 30 points as a starter for the Warriors today, out of absolutely nowhere. 7 rebounds, 3 assists and a steal. He shot 10 of 15 from the floor and 5 of 8 from 3. It's like he just Freaky Friday pissed in a fountain with Steph. It was absolute chaos. Will Richard, absolutely insane. It was like, what, the 56th pick in the draft? That's absurd. What a game. What an absolute fuck you. He hadn't scored in double figures in the NBA yet. And then today drops 30 on the Kings. Absolutely amazing gear. And easily better than Bronny James. I mean, to be fair, Bronny wasn't too bad, but it did feel like Wemby just stole his soul. Give me back my son. Bronny finishes with 5 minutes, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 of 3 shooting. They do still, the Lakers fans, God bless their cotton socks. They're just like out there treating him like he's Rudy, though. Go on, Bronny, get him. Oh, you're doing it. Oh, it doesn't matter that Wemby took your soul. It's fine, pal. Get back out there. It only matters that you're trying. The other ones, though, Amen Thompson. Obviously, I think we have to bar him from this because he's too much better than Bronny James, Ben Simmons, and Lonzo Ball now that it's a little bit absurd. Lonzo also played today, by the way. But Amen had 28, 10, and 7, as I said earlier. Just absolute chaos gear. You had 28, 2, and 2 for Shvi. What about Shmi? Shvi Mihailuk, that was pretty crazy. Alexander Sarr, another number 2 pick, 31, 8, and 2. He was absolutely absurd against Boston at times. But then you remember, Boston doesn't have a center. So, yeah. And for reference, Lonzo did play 23 minutes today. He had exactly 0 points, went 0 of 3 from the floor, 8 assists, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover. Just good to see him back out there, though, isn't it? All right, what about the magic tweet of the week? I love the humble brag. Had a great time today in my 12th championship parade. What made it so special is the fact that I got to enjoy it with my beautiful wife, Cookie, and my 2 grandchildren, Gigi and Avery. We were hanging out with Dodger great and World Series MVP pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Got it. Thank you to all of Dodger Nation, the hundreds of thousands of fans that showed up at the parade, the 52,000 that came and sold out Dodger Stadium, everyone else who showed up and made their presence felt. Thank you for saluting the players, manager Dave Roberts, and the entire ownership group. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, thank you, Magic. Because, I mean, by the same token, absolutely my favorite is this one. 18 championship rings for me. NCAA championship with MSU. 11 Lakers, 5 playing, 5 as an owner, 1 as an executive, 1 LA Sparks, 1 LAFC, 1 Team Liquid, and now 3 with the Dodgers. Fucking settle down, Magic. Thank you, Magic. Oh, but my favorite. It's just so good. Mookie Betts drove in 2 runs and Will Smith locked in the 3rd run. I can't wait until tomorrow. Go Dodgers, go Dodgers, go Dodgers. Just the best. And then they won. Thanks, Magic. Finally, it's the end of the week. Dickhead of the week.
Dickhead of the week.
I hit on this on yesterday's short. Desmond Bain piffing the ball at Onyeka Okongwu's head is such a dickhead move because Bain has been playing like dog shit. He was clearly frustrated. Okongwu is just like, what the fuck, man? It was Draymond level petty. So yeah, Desmond Bain. I grew in the darkness. Okongwu is just like, dude, man, that's a dickhead move right there. So Desmond Bain wins Dickhead of the Week. I love Desmond Bain too. That was such a weird one. But anyway, let's do some yeah-nahs right after this.
This is Cam Glidden.
This is Anthony Drimmick.
This is Mitch McCarron.
This is Jason Kadee.
This is Darryl McDonald.
Hey guys, this is Hugh Greenwood.
Yo, what's going on? This is Ellie.
This is Mark Worthington, or commonly known as Wortho, and you're listening to NBA Straya.
You're listening to NBA Straya.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
And you're listening to NBA
and you're
Straya.
listening to NBA Straya.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
You're listening to NBA Straya.
Let's do some yeah-nahs, brought to you by you. That's right, you can shout us a coffee, shout us a beer. The link is in the show description. It's in our bios as well. You can sign up, get a membership, help us out each month if you want, or you can just donate, buy us a beer, shout us a coffee. We'd be much appreciated. I'm out here doing this by myself. Got the pirate ship going. Got to keep her afloat somehow. So shout us a beer, would you? The link is in the bio. Thanks to all the legends who are in the Dead Set Legends Club. We do have a new one, I believe, coming at the end of this week. So keep an eye out for that. Right, yeah-nahs. Dallas. Bottom of the West. Jim. Are they cooked? Yeah, nah. I mean, without AD, without Derek Lively, without Kyrie, obviously, 2-6 on the bottom of the... Yeah, they're fucking cooked. This is a team that currently cannot beat the Pelicans. It's embarrassing. Like, I was talking about this the other day, and you're just like, all right, cool. So, at least defense wins championship, says that idiot Nico. And it's like, okay. Amazingly, the defense hasn't been at least, like, all that atrocious in terms of, like, stuff like defensive rating, right? Where I believe they're sort of mid-table. Yeah, they're currently 5th. And that's because they only gave up like 100 and something points just today to the Pelicans, who are abysmal, and their offensive rating is, 27th. So that's what sort of bugs me about offensive and defensive rating. It doesn't take into account of like where the other position, the offense, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, basically advanced stats could be more advanced if you ask me. But yeah, Dallas's offensive rating, they're worst in the league by a large margin, like 2.5 points per 100 possessions worse. Like that is just, it's atrocious. They're behind the Wizards, right? Dallas with the number 1 pick, Cooper Flagg, with like a bunch of veterans on that team. It's crazy. So they put D'Lo into the starting lineup, relegate Clay. They've got no AD. They've got no Derek Lively. They still have Dan Gafford, serviceable center. You've still got PJ Hamilton, Washington. Najee Marshall's still there. You've got the other jewel. Oh, love Max Christie's a dude. No. Max Christie's fine. But he's not a dude. Stop trying to make Max Christie work. But it's D'Lo. It's always D'Lo. 3 of 10 today for 9 points. Every time he touches the ball, you're like, I just would rather punch myself in the nuts than have him do things. 2 turnovers, 3 assists. Against the fucking Pelicans. Like, Max Christie, solid 12 points on 12 shots. Like, it's just so fucking bad. I think the other one that Mavs fans definitely know this, right? You've got the Doncic trade. That's fine. But remember the other kick in the dick trade? The Q Grimes trade? They send him to Philly for reasons unknown to get an older, hurt player in Caleb Martin, who's dog shit now. And Q Grimes is like just fucking going off his head, left, right, and center. Like, Nico, absolute dumb shit of the year award incoming. Like, terrifyingly easy, like, writing candidate. Just amazing stuff. Number 1 with a bullet. Dallas are fucked. Nate S. He likes this one. I like this one. Could be the beers talking Jim, but I'm listening to the mismatch. They spoke about how great Giddey started, how shit the Pelicans have started, and how many expiring the contracts the Bulls have. Could Zion to the Bulls be in play? Would he compliment Gids at all? Is that something we want? Yeah, nah. I mean, 2 parts to this question. Could they do it? Yeah. The Pelicans are so badly run, remember, that they traded their own first-round pick. They've traded Indy, the pick they were getting from Indy. Essentially, they've traded away 2 picks that could be in the top 3 of next year's loaded fucking draft because they wanted Derek Queen. Like, it was absurd shit as it was happening. The Pelicans are an absolute disaster of a team. And it's like, all right, how do you fix this? Joe Dumas. Do you want some players? And he's like, oh, fucking I like players. Do you want some draft picks to fill up the ones that you traded away because you're a dumb fuck? Oh, yeah, that'd make me look smart, wouldn't it? Well, you give us Zion. He's like, oh, I can't do that. That's kind of the thing. Like, it sort of just all revolves around how much they value Zion. Because I feel like there is an amazing aspect to this Chicago Bulls team that despite trading away, or at least losing DeMar, Levine, and Lonzo, they didn't get any picks back, but they also didn't give any picks away. They have all their own picks. And they have like this random floating Portland lottery protected pick that's obviously 1 through 14 protected through to 2028. That goes back to a Larry Nance Jr. and Derek Jones Jr. trade from 2021. Just there. It's so weird. Anyway, so they got all their own picks. They've got Kobe White, Zach Collins, Patch Williams. They've got plenty of weird movable contracts. The problem is the only players on the Bulls that you'd want back if you're the Pelicans are probably Buzelis, Giddey. Like, you don't want Vooch. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Maybe Dosunmu, maybe Kobe White, maybe. But, I mean, you've got Fears. You've got Jordan Poole. It's like you've already kind of got that chucker pseudo point guard dude. So, I don't know. The problem is Joe Dumas is in charge as well. He might be like, you know what? Fuck it. Yes, give me Zach Collins, Kobe White, and Jalen Smith. Let's call in this deal. I'll take 2 firsts and that Portland first. Thank you very much. I got 3 firsts for Zion. It's like, that's not even the going rate anymore. Right? It has to be better than the Desmond Bain deal, which is like players and 4 picks. The thing is, Chicago could still do that. So I don't know. I feel like you'd fit really, really nicely next to Gids, Huerta, and even Vooch. I mean, you saw Vooch hit that game-winning 3 yesterday. It feels like his playmaking from that position next to Giddey, he probably clogs up a bit of the shit that Giddey's trying to do, though, so I guess the fit isn't that seamless. But the way Giddey's been shooting, the way Giddey moves off the ball, the way Zion, if you don't need him to be handling the ball as well, I mean, it just it would raise their ceiling. I'm just saying. So if Bulls fans are out there going, fuck, we could get Zion Williamson, yeah, sure. The problem is, yeah, it might sort of fuck up a good thing. But at the same time, those sorts of trades you just do them. Like Zion, his injury history though, he's already out. Of course he is. That'd be where I go, all right, nah, it's only costing me 2 firsts because he's always fucked, mate. And now he's going to be moving to the city with deep dish pizza. Yeah, it's only 1 first round now, Joe. Right? Fucking hell. But they control all their own stuff. So I guess, if the Bulls wanted to have a crack, feasibly they could. I think, though, the Bulls, in their extremely cheap way, would be much more content to go, no, we'll keep our own picks. We've got Giddey, we've got Kobe, we've got Buzelis. He's like our kind of lottery ticket here, who could turn into a superstar. Let's just keep going it like this. Because you don't want to give up Gibbs, you don't want to give up Buzelis. Everything else is probably on the table for the Bulls if you're in a Zion move. But then you get Zion, then he's hurt, then he's not, then he's hurt, and then you sort of just shit out of luck. So I don't know. Let me know, Bulls fans. I know there's bunchies out there. Tell us what you reckon. What would be the price for Zion? 3 firsts because of that injury history? I feel like that's, yeah. It's like, yeah, he's good, but can he stay on the floor? I feel like he raises their ceiling though. It just gives them that sort of extra oomph. But at the same time, I mean, I've for years said that his fucking stats are just like his diet, empty calories. Like, can he do it on a winner? Had a good one from IMB, everybody's favorite painter out west. Can Josh Giddey MVP if he averages a 25-point triple-double? Yeah, nah. I'm going to just, right off the bat, nah, because of just the sheer full-blown anti-Australian bias of the No Bloody Australians League, where fucking Evan Mobley wins Defensive Player of the Year instead of Dyson Daniels, who's doing shit that hasn't been done for 30 years. But, I mean, what would Gids have to do? 25-point triple-double is like the bare minimum to get into that conversation from where he's at, I reckon. He's got to shoot 38% from 3 all season on an even higher, I guess, volume than he is at the moment. They'd have to be the 1 or the 2 seed in the East, and they'd have to have like 54, 56 wins. And he'd have to be the unquestioned, like, fuck you, I'm the superstar of this team. Check this out. Buzelis is my running mate. I'm not entirely sure if that, like, if he's dropping 25-point triple-doubles every night, yeah. We could probably get to that narrative, but it's going to be a bit difficult. If he got there, he's a top 5 MVP candidate, probably top 3. This year also feels really, really weird straight out of the gate, doesn't it, in terms of MVP stuff? Luka's off his head. Jokic is off his head. Gids has been fucking incredible. Like, Gids has to get to their level first to be in the conversation. So I think that absolute top-level shit of, like, if he's averaging a 25, 10, and 10 a game, he's in the conversation. But, I mean, if Luka and Jokic are just... Like, Jokic had a 33, fucking 15, and 16 and barely blinked today in Miami, like against Miami. It's absurd. He can get into the conversation if he lifts that Bulls team into actual proper relevance. That's where I'm getting to. And if he's putting up those stats, he's in the convo. Anti-Australian bias, though. It always takes over. Unpopular opinion of the day.
Now look at me, please. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
As I said earlier, I want Russell Westbrook in the NBA forever. Like, he is... I know people have a lot of feelings about Russell Westbrook. My feelings are he's fucking fun. He's a psycho. He's a lunatic. And I love him. Right? It's just the crazy pills that he has to be on to understand, like, hey, what am I going to do today? And he hits the basketball court and everything just goes like fucking purple. And he's just like, and he just goes absolutely hammer and tongs with like no recompense. It's fucking insane. I love it. Today was incredible. It was such a great throwback. I love him. Bit of Outback Takehouse, and that'll get us into the power rankings. Let's do that right after we do a bit of these ones. It's Thursday at Outback, and you know what that means. 2 for 1 blooming onions. That's right. No prick in Australia knows what the fuck these things are. What is it? Some sort of onion that's bloomed? Well, no, not really. It's a fucking onion that's been deep fried and chopped up to look like a flower. Go fucking figure. And it's only at Outback. Apparently some sort of Australian delicacy. Fucked if I know. And today's Flame Grill take is Giddey's a top 10 player already this year. And so is Cade Cunningham. Bang. Only at Outback. Who did they replace, Jim? We'll talk about that next week. Seriously, we're going to be doing that in the middle of the next week. Top 10 players so far. Let's do some power rankings. What music should I put behind this? I will put a bit of... No, keep that one going. Bit of the Outback Takehouse music, just in the very, very bottom of that. So, power rankings, the video will go up. This is where we sort of talk it out a little bit more in depth. All 30 teams, where are they all sitting in my estimation after 3 weeks of basketball being back? Well, we have the still shithouse tier, and that is headlined by the Brooklyn Nets. They are still shithouse. They got to win today. Michael Porter Jr. was really good, 32-11. Cam Thomas goes down. It's probably going to help them in the long run. Hopefully he's all right. Like, they just need to play him and then trade him, right? Just pump as many minutes as you can into Benny Sarif and Igor Demon and all this sort of dudes. But the Nets are just horrible. Got to win. Good. You're not going to go 0-82. The Pelicans, still shithouse because talk about a dude who's coaching for his job. Poor Willie Green. He's like, and a surprise fucking twist, Zion's hurt again. Wow, who could have seen that coming except for fucking everybody, right? So he's just like, fuck it, we're going a lot more Derek Queen. We're going to go Carlo Makovic. Check this out. Queen's shown a couple of flashes. I've enjoyed that. That team is so shittily put together. Why the fuck is Jordan Poole on this team? Why did the CJ McCollum trade happen? It makes no sense, right? Absolutely absurd shit. Horrible run team. But I mean, Fears, Queen, there's like these little flashes where you're like, I think those dudes are good. Trent Maffey, he's all right too. Jordan Hawkins, I don't know why the fuck he won't play him, but anyway. The Wizards are up next in 28th. Yeah. Look, Saar gives you a little bit. Keyshawn George gives you a little bit, but when the vets are shithouse, looking at you, CJ, Chris Middleton, like, it's still just a bunch of young dudes, and they're just... Brian Keefe is like, hey, I'm the most anonymous NBA head coach going. Jim, don't say my name. That way I won't get fired. They're just so bad. Like, defensively, it's just... Offensively, it's a train wreck. Like, it's just across the board. You're just like, what are y'all doing good? Like, the Wizards have got, like, the second worst offense, and the defense is second worst. At what point do you go, what are we doing? That's right, you got one more year of tanking, right? Just one more. And the still shithouse here is rounded out by the Charlotte Hornets because, wow, are that team shit. Like, losing to the Pelicans, it's chaos how bad they are. Lord, they're bad. They're not good, but better tier. Like, they're bad, but they're better. It's the Jazz. Like, they're pretty bad. But Keontae George, Lowry, they have their moments. They're getting better. Then they lose Kessler. The bottom could fall out of this very fucking quickly because he was very, very important. They do have like these little moments of like, we need to play Cody Williams. And you're like, oh God, here we go. But still, Jazz, they will play these randomly fun games. Markkanen will be fun. Keontae George will have his like bumps along this year, but at least there's a little bit of something going on there, right? So the Jazz, not good, but better. The Kings, not good, but better because they were very fucking bad. In the last week, they've now beaten Denver and Golden State. So good job by them. You're doing better. Your team's a fucking shit show, though. The not good, but better is rounded out by the Indiana Pacers. They're not good, but they did get a win. That's better than not having a win. Then they lose to Brooklyn today. They've just got no dudes left. Pour one out. The Suns are at the bottom of the bad, but sometimes good tier. Why is that, Jim? Well, because they're bad, but they're sometimes good. Because Booker will drop 38, they'll still lose. Sometimes you'll have 36, and they might pull off a win out of nowhere. The Magic. Pour one out for my beloved Orlando Magic. Bad. Bad Magic. But sometimes good. Like, they have these little flashes. And you're like, do that more. And they're like, nah, Jim. It'll take a bit of time. I think they'll still be fine. But jeez. The Grizzlies are bad, but sometimes good, but mostly bad. Like Ja, Triple J. I mean, just the rest of that team, they're just still, again, decimated by injuries. Jock is trying his heart out, the little fella, or the big fella, the big rooster, but still, what can you do? And then finally, bad, but sometimes good. It's the Dallas Mavericks. They're just bad. Sometimes they're good, not often. That team stinks. Like, they were almost into the still shithouse tier today. Like, what the fuck was that? Gross. Run by a moron, coached by a guy who doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Like, you could have an awesome, like, coffee table book of confused Jason Kidd expressions, I reckon. It wouldn't sell like hotcakes, but it would sell at least 4 copies. I'd buy 2. The Hawks are in the bottom of the good but also bad tier because they are good, but they're also bad. You know, they beat the Magic. They're good. They're also sometimes bad. I'm fascinated to see what they do in the next couple of days. They've got a massive NBA Cup game coming up. The Clippers are good, but also they are also bad because, yeah, they're not very good. Like, they're kind of shit. But, like, they're also good. They're also bad. They're like the weirdest one, I reckon. They're, 3-4. They've lost 2 on the trot. Kawhi sits out. You're like, yeah, classic. Clippers are good, but they're also bad. So old. Miami, good, but they're also bad. You saw that on this road trip, right? Right there. Beat the Clippers. Lose the Lakers, hanging with Denver for a bit and then get stomped. They're good, but they're also bad. And the Wolves, I think they'll turn, we said a couple of weeks for Ant-Man. He came back within a week. I predicted this, right? Remember? Or it's like, he's going to say 2 weeks. He's going to come back within a week and probably hurt himself again. But fingers crossed he's all good. Come on, Ant-Man. Don't fuck this up. Good, but also bad. The Wolves, they're one of the more confounding teams so far. And when we talk about the 10 best players next week, like Ant-Man's not going to be in it because he hasn't been that great to start the season. He is a top 10 player in the NBA, but the top 10 players so far, that's the big difference, right? They're good, but they're also bad. They're just flat out good, kinda, tier. The Toronto Raptors, if they're playing at home, they're good. If they're not, who fucking knows? It's just such a weird team. Very strange. They really are. Portland, that was a great win over OKC, but it was a horrible loss the other day to the Lakers, who didn't have Luka or Austin Reeves. They're good. And Boston are the same sort of thing, right? Like, on any given day, they could probably beat anybody. But also, like, they smashed the Wizards today. Good job. But then you also have games where you're like, how did you lose to Utah? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, is it because you shot 20% from 3 on 50 shots? Yeah. The Lakers! They could actually now be higher. So we might bump them up into the pretty good tier. The Detroit basketballing Pistons and the Philadelphia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6ers are in the fun and good tier. The Pistons are looking very, 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 very fun and good and ominous at times. When they crank up their defense, you're just like, Jesus, sometimes. You're like, God, that's pretty good. Not bad. And then every so often you're like, how do they create shots again? Cade's running into 3 dudes, gets a little bit sideways. Tobias Harris is like, oh, I'm out. Catch up. And the Sixers, I mean, this is like, I think this is going to be the roller coaster Sixers season where they have these incredible moments. It's like, hooray, we got Jared McCain back. Oh, has he screwed up our like vibes of VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey? Maybe. Do we want Paul George back? Maybe. I don't know. They're fun and good though. Like their games are like way more fun than they are to have been. Going into the season, I just like, fuck the Sixers. No dice. But Maxey's been off his head. VJ Edgecomb's like just electric, and I'm here for it. Then we'll go to the pretty good tier. That would be the Cavs. Cleveland. That's right. They're pretty good, I guess.
Cleveland.
They get Garland back. Good win today over the Sixers. They're pretty good. They could be a little bit lower. They're pretty good. They're not great. I think now that they're getting a couple of their dudes back, what they get? Like Sam Merrill came back as well for them, so that's good. Get healthier. That meant Luke Travers went down to the 2s, but still. Cavs, pretty good. The Warriors, pretty good. Yeah. Not great. They were in like the bloody good tier last week, but now they're in just the pretty good tier. Steph sitting out, Jimmy with like a nebulous sort of back thing that he wanted to play through yesterday. I don't know. They're just a little bit, give them a week or 2, they'll probably be fine. The Milwaukee Bucks are next up in the pretty good tier because they're pretty good. It's just like, hey, Giannis, here's a bunch of shooters. And he's like, this is great. I will pass the ball to the shooters or I will just dunk it. And you're like, yes, good job. Miles Turner having a sook about being back in India and like, yeah, no, I can't believe these guys paid me millions of dollars to play basketball for them and some of the fans aren't happy that I went somewhere else. Anyway, they are still pretty good, that Bucks team. I'm interested to see if like the wheels fall off, how they respond, but for the minute, they're pretty good. Then we've got the Knicks and the Lakers at the bottom of this pretty good tier because the Lakers are just stomping teams. The Knicks were really, really good today in dispatching that Wolves team that you'd sort of turn around, the Wolves will just get you. The Knicks did it. It was clinical. OG Anunoby was off his head. Really fun game. The Lakers, in just eking out that Spurs win, really limiting Wemby. Like, it was crazy how well they played that game. That was without Austin Reeves. LeBron could be coming back at some point. They are pretty fucking good. Like, just that sort of weird combination of dudes. It just works when you've got someone like Luka. Like, yeah, I loved when he was like yelling at Rui because he had this awesome pass and Rui just fucked up the, putting it in under the bucket. It was like, oh God, you idiot. Anyway, Lakers and Knicks are pretty good. Then we've got the bloody good tier, which is the Rockets because they've won 5 straight. They are bloody good. Simple as that. 0-2 to 5-2. That's how it goes. But I think they also, yes, the Lakers have also won 5 straight, but the Rockets just look so much more fucking intimidating than the Lakers do, if that makes sense. Because the Lakers are still rolling out DeAndre Ayton out there, Marcus Smart, dudes who are just going to do some dumb shit at some point, right? And the Rockets are just fucking scary. They're just scary. They're bloody good. So the Bulls, bang! That's right. They're in the bloody good tier because your Chicago Bulls are 6-1 and on top of the East. No shit. That's awesome, isn't it? We might actually bang the Spurs back down to pretty good. Today was a bit like losing Dylan Harper. They're now 5-2. So I might have to put them on the same level as the Lakers and the Knicks. Losing Dylan Harper shouldn't have mattered as much as it has. They get Jeremy Sohan back. Cool. Not a shooter. Dylan Harper just gave him some shit. I love the shit that he was given. Castle, good. Still, Wemby being so bad the last couple of games, I'm just like a bit, hey, what's going on here? What's happening with Wemby? That's a bit weird, isn't it? So, but they're still, they're still pretty good. Don't get me wrong. 5-2, feeling good, feeling great, but maybe not bloody good. The Denver Nuggets are bloody good. I'll tell you that much. Jeez, they are a bloody good team, and so are the Thunder, who are scary good. So the Nuggets are bloody good. They're second at the moment. They're just the way they sort of routinely dispatch teams. You're just like, what is going on here? Their big problem was like the stupid loss to like the King. No. They beat the Kings. What am I talking about? The Blazers. They lost to the Blazers last week. So, yeah, the Kings didn't beat them. I was watching that game. It was like weirdly close and then they get past them. Anyway, they lose to the Blazers last week. You get that on the big jobs. They are still so bloody good, though. Tim Hardaway just coming in and being helpful. You're like, that's bloody good. And then scary good is the Thunder because they only just lost today. And even when the Portland Trailblazers came back from 22 points down, just an incredible game, the Thunder still didn't fuck off. Like, they still gave a shit, still fought to the very bloody end. They are a scary good team. I'll tell you that much. All right. There you go. That's the power rankings for week 3. From shithouse to scary good. Right, what about the... let's do an Andrew Gaze Graham Umber Award and a Shane Heal Shoot Your Shot, Light 'em Up Award.
It's the first annual
Andrew Gaze Graham Umber.
Outstanding achievement in field up. And now Shane Hill, shoot.
He threw it down. Are you healed? Are you healed? Praise the Lord, I'm healed.
Praise the Lord, for I'm healed. It is the Shane Hill
Shooters shoot.
Shoot Your Shot, Light 'em Up Award.
Yeah, a couple of good ones. So the Andrew Gaze Graham Umber Award. Russell Westbrook having his 204th career triple-double. It's just, I love it. I just love it. It's just such a big number. Yes, cheap fucking rebounds, but I mean, look, effort takes effort. You know what I'm saying? He's still out there year 18 getting triple doubles for a Sacramento Kings team that sucks. That's awesome. Like, that's just excellence. But 204, the most in NBA history, of course. Absolutely incredible gear. And Jokic is knocking up another triple double before the third quarter finished. What's that? His 70th all time, which is just insane. Very cool. And the Shane Hill shoot. I wanted to give, like, Devin Booker, I mentioned him earlier. There was that great stat that popped up. In the first 8 games of a season, players who have had 30 plus points per game, 5 plus assists per game, shooting 50% from the floor and 40% from 3. The list goes Michael Jordan in 1992-93, Larry Bird in 1984-85, twice by Steph Curry, and Devin Booker this year. He is shooting the absolute piss out of the ball. That is Hammer-esque, if you ask me. 30 and 5, 50% from the floor, 40% from 3. You better bloody believe it. All right, let's do the Australian Player Watch for today. Very quick one because even with all the games, not a giant amount of Aussies in action. You had Jock Landale, the Rooster, in the loss to Houston, 21 minutes. Not too much revenge here for Jock, but he did have 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. He went 3 of 4 from 3. Not bad. 3 of 7 from the floor, and he had the 2 turnovers. So pretty solid effort in 21 minutes, if you ask me, for Jock Landale, up against his old team. Johnny Furphy, old Tins is out, quote, for a while, according to Rick Carlisle with his ankle injury. He's not on this Pacers road trip, so yeah, won't be back for a little bit, which sort of sucks. Jingles got out there, though, against the Knicks, which is pretty fun. Last 3 minutes of that game, he got 1 assist. Isn't that nice? Congrats, Knicks. You got jingled for 3 minutes. Do-up, bop, do-up. Had a really good game against the Thunder today. No Matisse for the Blazers, but do-up, he had 12 points in 20 minutes. He went 4 of 5 from 3. The only shots he took were 3, so he's a 4 or 5 across the board. He had 2 assists as well. He was a plus 21 in 20 minutes in a game they won by 2 points. The Great Barrier Reef, crushing it. You love to see that. God, he was good. No Matisse, he's out with a thumb problem at the moment. What else do we have? We had obviously no Dante Exum back yet for the Dallas Mavericks. God, they need him as well. That'd be a shot in the arm, wouldn't it? And Tyrese Proctor got out there for 1 minute in the win over Philly, and he put up a 1 trillion. 1 minute, 0.00000000000. And Luke Travers didn't dress for this one. Everyone's sort of back in the lineup now for the Cavs, so they didn't need him. So that's a bit of a rough one. All right, that's some good stuff. Let's do a bit of a game preview for tomorrow because there's quite literally just one game. After we do the Patty Mills Game Day Ball, Game Day Twitter check-in. That's what we usually do. Let's do that. All right. Patty Mills did actually post, didn't he? There he is. Nice one. He's at the University of Hawaii, hanging out, watching some hoops, having a good time. Looks like it's great. Let's go, number 2, Tiana. IBA to you. Tea time. Nice. That's Indigenous Basketball Australia to UH. That's great. Good on her. That rocks. Good on you, Patty. That's pretty bloody good. Enjoyed that. Good stuff. Oh, I think there was a Jock post then too I just saw. Bear plus first picture with Arch at a game. Oh, the baby was at the game for Jock Landale. How good is that? Look at that. Congrats to him in India. That's awesome. All right, let's do some game previews. Game previews. Thanks, Inadvertent Bane. Not a problem, Jim. How's it all going? Yeah, not bad. I wondered what would break first, your spirit or your body. Yeah, doing all right. Had a good day today. The 11 games were awesome. If you were following our picks on Dabble, I think we absolutely crushed it today to the point where, what did we do? Like 8 of 11? Correct. I might just check that. There we are. 7 of 11. Yeah, bloody Mavs. What are they doing? Oh, and the Spurs plus 1.5. That sucks. That's a tough one. Anyway, you can find all of our picks, of course, over at Dabble. Use the code NBA Straya. Sign up using the link in our show description or the link in our bio. You can follow along with all the picks that we make, and all our multis and stuff are on there too. Check them all out. Use that code NBA Straya. Tell them Jim sent you. Right. Tomorrow, all we've got is Clippers Phoenix. So, it's crazy, right? So, I will do a very, very, very brief best and worst of the NBA today, tomorrow, for that Clippers-Suns game after it finishes. And we'll just do, I reckon, I might actually talk about the NBA Cup one, the games that are all on Saturday for that one then as well. But I just wanted to quickly hit on them here too, because they're kind of fun. And the NBA Cup rocks. So, but tomorrow, Clippers at Phoenix. The Suns are somehow favored of this by minus 2.5. Which, yeah, the Clippers got ran out of the building by OKC the other day. But I still kind of think they're better than fucking Phoenix. Look, yeah, so I'm going to take the Clippers in Phoenix tomorrow. They don't have Kawhi, but by the same token, I think they should still be okay. Bit of a Brad Beal revenge game, possibly. What we're going to do. So yeah, there's only one game on our Friday, but there is a huge slate on Saturday because it's the NBA Cup again, because they're doing it on Fridays. I screwed up on what was it, Monday or Tuesday? Because they did it on 2 nights. At this point, they're only doing it on Friday nights in America, and they're going for a little bit longer, which is why it started so early. Fridays, just a bit of a weird mess. Anyway, so we start off with Boston at Orlando. That is a pretty fun game for an NBA Cup game, right? This is in Orlando. And you've also sort of, if you think about the NBA Cup flaws and stuff, like some of them are kind of okay, but as I've said, all the grey ones are just bloody shit. And I'm so angry that I believe Orlando's got one of the grey ones. What are you fucking doing? You've got awesome colours, Orlando. So I want to pick Boston just for the simple fact that you're fucking us. Orlando, you dipshits. No grey courts. You fucked it. Fuck you. No, I'm going to probably still pick Orlando for that one on Saturday. We don't know any of the actual lines, I think, for these, though. I'll just quickly check that, too. So I'll just pick these head-to-head and then do some picks on tomorrow's best and worst show. Oh, there we go. We've got some of them. We've got 4 of the games at the moment. But no Boston-Orlando just yet. So I'll take Orlando for the minute. It just feels like their size between Franz, Paolo, Wendell, Goga, even Johnny Isaac coming off the bench. They should have a bit of size to put on Boston. And their defense hopefully can slow down some of their three-point shooters. But I don't know. Bane is just so off his head at the moment. Cleveland go to Washington. They should smash them. Don't have a line for that either. But Cleveland, look, they just need to rack up some wins. Washington, NBA Cup game, say goodnight. Toronto at Atlanta. This is what I was referring to earlier, right? Atlanta have a fascinating game against the Raptors, who I feel like have already played 47 times, which is, I mean, clearly impossible so far this season. But by the same token, they played them in the opener, and Atlanta got their ass kicked, and that was at home. They played them again at home. This is an NBA Cup game. I kind of feel like the Hawks might have a little bit more mojo. You got Zachary Rissache finding his game the other day. No Trae Young. We understand that for a month. Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, 3 straight games of 18 points. Don't mind the Hawks in that. Toronto, I also like, but on the road, they're just that little bit more iffy. So I'm going to go the Hawks. Detroit, Brooklyn. The Nets are horrible. We're taking the Pistons. It's what also you get for having a grey court. Brooklyn, you cowards. At the same time, that's what half of their motif is. They should go full Coogee. Just saying. Houston, San Antonio. This is a fascinating game. The Rockets are only 1.5 point favorites, and I'm going to take Houston even in San Antonio. That's another grey court, but again, the Spurs do have a lot of grey. Same time, they've got that sick, beautiful fucking turquoise and teal and shit. Use that, San Antonio. Anyway, taking Houston. They're just so good across the board. And if there's anyone who's got the size to sort of maybe have a crack at Wemby, it's the Rockets. Charlotte go to Miami and we'll probably get their ass beat. The Heat have got a pretty cool sort of yellow-orange court. Kind of here for that. The Hornets, look, they'll score against Miami a little bit, but I just don't trust them at all sort of to take out a win. So I'm going to take the Heat. Let's see if we've got some odds for that one. No. We do for Bulls Bucks. Oh, Nelly. I'm going to take Chicago in Milwaukee. Plus 5.5. The Bulls, the Bucks, I just don't know if they can keep up defensively with the Bucks. Can Chicago? But, I don't know. Gids is playing out of his fucking mind right now. So I'll take the plus 5.5. Hopefully the Bulls keep that one close. If not, win it outright. Let's go Chicago. Charlotte and Miami we've done. Dallas, Memphis. That is a real weird one. Can Dallas bounce back, win an NBA Cup game? Both these teams are circling around the drain. I maybe trust Memphis a little bit more, right? Because I kind of like, you just go Triple J. Just don't be shit and you can win. If they are shit, they'll lose. But I'm going to take Memphis. Utah, Minnesota. Oh, poor one out for the poor Yaz. I'll take the Wolves in this one going home. The Yaz on the road as well. Just a big road trip for the Yaz at the moment. Let's go the Wolves. I think they're a little bit too good, a little bit too deep. Rudy Gobert revenge game right there too. What else? We have Golden State at Denver. This one, I mean, a lot of this will hang on Jimmy Butler, I think. If he plays, they've got a chance. The Warriors, they're 5.5-point underdogs at the moment. I'll take Denver minus 5.5. Just because they're curb stomping dudes. They're at home. They were already at home. I'm going to go Denver. If Jimmy Butler plays, that'll probably shorten. I'll maybe go the Warriors plus 5.5. For the minute, Denver minus 5.5. And then we close out with OKC at Sacramento. That's a pretty fun one for your Saturday afternoon. I'll go the Thunder. I'm going to go the AFLW on Saturday, taking the Squids and Old Main. That'll be fun. Carlton West Coast, go Blues. Minus 8.5. Do you reckon the Thunder can do that to the Kings in Sacramento? They probably can, right? Probably. I think we'll go OKC. Yeah. And obviously keep an eye on the picks on Dabble for Saturday and Sunday. But as I said, I'll probably just run through those games again at the end of the Best and Worst show on YouTube and Spotify for tomorrow, right? But there you go. That's it. Is that it? I think that's it. Unbelievable. That's the end of the week. That's the end of your power rankings for week 3. I don't know. What do you reckon? Are you enjoying this new format? Let me know if you like it. The shorts are on YouTube as well. So the days that we don't have a big show, you can find those shorts on YouTube. And it was pointed out to me that Spotify now doing video podcasts, so I can actually chuck it up on Spotify as well in very short order. Because, I don't know, they're only 5-10 minutes. I don't know if I want to put them in the actual, podcast feed. But your Spotify doing video pods, you can watch that on your Spotifys as well as your YouTube. So what is that? Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays around the other big shows. So, yeah. Anyway, keep an eye on Dabble for all the picks across Saturday and Sunday as well. But that's it. There we go. Done. We'll be back for that little short show tomorrow very quickly. And in the meantime, make sure you're following NBA Straya on Twitter, Facey, IG, TikTok, YouTube. Jump in the comments. Say g'day. Chuck us a subscribe if you haven't. Come on. Try to work out this video stuff, so it'd be really, really helpful if you did. And help the brother out. You can also help a brother out by buying us a coffee or shouting us a beer. You can sign up to that membership tier. Lots of fun. Go check it out. Get cool stuff and help support the show. Very much appreciated. Get around all the other shows as well. Jim does Supercoach. The NBA Supercoach stuff is absolutely off its head. It's so crazy. It's so... The turnaround week to week where you've basically got an afternoon to figure it out is very, very nuts. And then the NFL is also very fun because you're trying to figure out that. Basically going, oh, God, I hope there's no injuries or late outs. At 3 a.m. on Sunday night, Anyway, so rate, review, and star all of those shows across all of your podcast apps and on YouTube as well. Check them all out. Big thanks always go to From Oslo for the intro and outro song. Check out House Hats, Joshua De Laurentiis, Fascinated Gold Mines, Ramshackle Army, Iowa, Sex Shadow, Green, and Dozers. They're behind all the tunes you hear throughout the shows. Smash them all on Bandcamp, Triple J and Earth, Facey, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever your streaming platform of choice is, or just go buy their shit. That's what you should do. NBA Straya support Australian bands. Right. We are going to close out today's show with what are we going to do? What was this one? I had this one written down. Oh, it was going to be a Matisse's Art Rodeo again. I enjoyed that one. That's pretty good. So, stick around for that. We'll catch you for a very quick one tomorrow, you dickheads. This is NBA Straya saying, look after yourselves, would you? And later, hosen. Alright, g'day there. Look, hey, yeah, it's your mate Matisse here, aka Aussie Matty T. And it's time for another installment of Matisse's Art Rodeo, right? So last week we did Monet. He was pretty bloody good. This week we just wanted to do a quick Picasso, didn't we? Look, if you don't know what your Picassos are, if you don't know your Picassos from your pianos, what are you doing, man? Picasso, he was like the weird bloke who was just like, check this out. Cubes. And everyone's like, oh, mate, you just blew our bloody mind. And everyone was like, geez, what is all this, mate? And that's kind of it, right? He was like, he did everything too. He was like a sculptor, a painter, ceramicist is a word too that you'd sort of use. But yeah, he did heaps of stuff. But he was the co-founder of the Cubist ones, right? So it's like, check out all these cubes, man. And sort of made you really think about the sheer reality from which you were looking at something and what something could be. Like, it was real mind-blowing. Like, perspective was like a real big thing too. Because you look at the cubes from one sort of angle or look at another one, it might be a little bit different, you know? So, yeah, it's bloody good. Like, you just sort of think about those ones with the faces, like the eye over here and the eye over there, the nose is up there and all that sort of junk. Like, it's just great, man. Like, you just wander around the gallery just going, fucking bloody hell, look at that. Yeah, it's not bad. So go on, go check out some Picassos. And that's it. Matisse's Art Radio for another week. Yo, beauty. G'day legends, your mate Jim from NBA Straya here. That's right, I'm doing a thing at the end of the show. In the business we call it a thing at the end of the show, I guess. I don't know. Either way, all I'm just saying is just make sure you're rating, reviewing, starring, subscribing across all of the apps that you use for NBA Straya. Jump in the comments, give us a shout. We'll bang you in yeah, nahs. Any other questions? I'll have a crack. I've got nothing better to do, basically. Also, just ask any questions, tell me what you want to hear from the show, and sing out and let us know. And of course, if you want to help support the show, jump on the old dabble, use that code NBA Straya, click on the link that's in the show description or on the socials. It goes up whenever I do the morning vibes, etc. So if that's your thing, jump on there, use that code NBA Straya, and remember, look after yourselves, would you?
This house feels empty without